Caster Semenya. Can she win a 30th consecutive 800 metres? Well, they're off and running. We could be watching a little bit of history here. Caster Semenya, who's been so dominant over the last 3 or 4 years, just slipped into Doha late on Wednesday evening, caught people by surprise. There's quite a gap between Semenya and Niyonsaba. Niyonsaba, these two, now you can see. South Africa won, the crowd roaring her on. Niyonsaba from Burundi in pursuit. But look at that silky smooth, serene style from Caster Semenya into the home straight. Semenya on her way to her 30th victory here. My word, is there any end to her talent? And she's just running away. Is this, as some people have suggested, something of an act of defiance given what's been going on? Look at the clock, 1:54.99. It's just outside the time of Paris last year, but it's very quick indeed.
So will they go with the pace of Jarigo on the outside, top right of picture? Lindsay Sharp looks to have gone up pretty quickly over the first 100 metres, as indeed is Ajee Wilson there, left of picture in the white. She's making Jarigo's task of getting to the front pretty tough here because she's gone off very aggressively. I do like Ajee Wilson. She's a very honest runner, always gives her all. 200 metres to go. They're beginning to break away, these three. Raven Rogers in the blue headband back in fifth, struggling to close the gap. And easing around this final bend into the home straight. There's not much daylight there behind Wilson. To Jep Kosgei and Alemu in second and third, but she is strong. She always makes every metre of an 800 count. She's hard to pass down the home straight. Alemu eases past Jep Kosgei in second place, but Ajee Wilson, relentless there down the home straight. Wins it by a couple of metres, just outside 2 minutes. Nice steady win that for Ajee Wilson. Some good scalps. Alemu and Jep Kosgei second and third.
Away they go. They've been asked to go through 400 metres in 58 exactly. When Lindsay Sharp, you feel, needs a good race here, and in the absence of the likes of Ajee Wilson and the African contingent as well, there is an opportunity here, but there's still plenty of talent in this race. Jep Kosgei, Akawi, and there is Jep Kosgei just immediately moving to the front with Nakai, the Ugandan. Jep Kosgei then with 200 to go. Jep Kosgei leading the way. Alemu in pursuit. Brown eases into third. Nakai going backwards at this stage. Lindsay Sharp coming through nicely. Jep Kosgei though grimacing on her face. Looks less comfortable than Alemu. These two starting to move clear. Jep Kosgei then into the home straight. Jep Kosgei and Alemu from Ethiopia. These two. Lindsay Sharp into third. Also finishing very strongly indeed is coming through there. Jep Kosgei, Liakova it is. Jep Kosgei gets there, 1:59.50. It is sub 2 minutes. Lindsay Sharp doing well as well. Well, in the end, Jep Kosgei had too much.
Well, Ajee Wilson has got a mountain to climb here. She is to defeat Semenya. Remember, Semenya came out in Doha right at the beginning of this Diamond League series in early May and ran 1:54.98. It's still the quickest time in the world this year, almost 3 seconds quicker than anybody else. Semenya hits 200 metres to go. Hasn't really opened up much of a gap on the others, but will she do now? Yes, she begins to ease away that long, raking stride of hers. She's so powerful, so relaxed is Semenya. Not really driving hard yet, is she? Remember, she's a world-class 400-metre runner. She's broken 4 minutes from 1,500. She's got the full armoury, and she's opened up another 5 metres around that final bend, and striding away down the home straight here. Ajee Wilson looks to be heading for second place, under threat from Raven Rogers for third, but Semenya across the line there, 1:55.69. Wins by 20 metres from Ajee Wilson. Raven Rogers a third.
Women's 800 metres. Pacemaking duties, Anita Limish from Poland has been asked to go through 400 in 57 dead, so it's pretty lively. Been a really exciting men's 800 metres, and Ajee Wilson there, left of picture, likes to front run. Really put her foot on the gas in Des Moines at the National Championships back in at the end of July. And the pacemaker there, Anita Limish, this track as well. Gould now starting to take closer order, and Ajee Wilson, who looks so smooth. You're absolutely right. very unassuming, a very quiet character off the track, but likes to do all their talking by racing on the track, and it's Wilson leading the way. Gould in second place, just straining. Look at the difference in temperament there between the two. The effort etched on the face of Gould there. Sharp will fancy her chances here. Gould has gone. Ajee Wilson silky smooth down the back straight. Lamotte is coming through as well, coming into some threat. But Ajee Wilson, metronomically good as well. It's another win for the American, just outside 2 minutes. Lindsay Sharp as well, into second place. Lamotte comes home for third. Well, 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 further evidence for me, Tim, that Ajee Wilson is the one to beat. For 57 seconds through the first 400 metres, and I thought Chanel Price did a pretty good job in Birmingham in very difficult conditions last weekend. Couldn't be more different here. And the likes of Rogers, who's already qualified, Jep Kosgei as well, who's in there. Jep Kosgei, there is Rogers. Jep Kosgei, the slender figure. There is Price coming over to set up the pacemaking duties. Rogers there. The 22-year-old just tucking in behind her. Chris out in front. Looks really good indeed, approaching 250 to go. Rogers then out in front. Gould with that trademark wide arm carriage out in third place with Jep Kosgei. And then it's Jep Kosgei, the former Kenyan now, being overtaken by Gould. Now, Gould in the past has had a tendency to start really strongly and then fade badly in the latter stages. She's now got a target here in Rogers. Rogers continuing to look serenely smooth. Gould there. And Lamotte is coming through. Nyundo as well. Green for the United States going wide to take closer order. Gould against Rogers. Rogers is tying up. Gould's coming through, as is Green. Green's tying him to perfection. 101 from the American. Hannah Green coming through beautifully. The US #2 winning here in the absence of Ajee Wilson. She enjoyed that. A warm embrace from Chanel Price, the pacemaker. Americans all over the place there. Gould coming through as well. She's probably done enough to seal a place in the final, but she'll have enjoyed that. Hannah Green, the winning time, 1:58.40. It was quick, and the first lap set it up beautifully. You thought it was too quick, Tim, but they did maintain the tempo. 1:58.39 has been rounded down. That is a great, great win for Hannah Green.
Ajee Wilson, who is such a smart tactical racer, when she needs to, can be very quick. Well, Lindsay Sharp will be looking to take a move forward here. She was actually beaten in the UK Championships a couple of weeks back. She likes to go up pretty quickly, as you can see there to the left of picture. There's Sharp, who has gone off perhaps the fastest, even quicker than Yarigo, the pacemaker, who comes across from left of picture. Gould on the outside there, staying wide, and Ajee Wilson moving up onto the shoulder of the pacemaker. Lindsay Sharp trying to slot in behind the pacemaker.
And were she to win this race, Ajee Wilson should be the first American woman to ever win an 800 metres in the Diamond League.
57.1 at 400 metres, pretty good pacemaker, although they're 3 or 4 metres down, 300 metres to go. Now, Lindsay Sharp has got to hang on to Ajee Wilson for all she's worth here, these next 250 metres. The Britons, the rest of them are there as well. There's still plenty of battles to come here. Akins is running well for the Belgians. She's up there in 3rd or 4th place. Certainly some work to be done here by the likes of Raven Rogers back in about 6th place. But Ajee Wilson just wears them down. Sharp in 2nd, Gould on the outside, coming round the outside there, the Jamaican, the Commonwealth bronze medalist, and Sharp now beginning to struggle as Gould goes past her. And Ajee Wilson, as ever, eases away. And Nanyondo now, big challenge from the little Ugandan, pushing hard into 2nd place, and Raven Rogers coming through strongly as well. Might snatch 2nd place, but as always, yes, gets 2nd place Rogers. The training partners in 1st and 2nd. Ajee Wilson and Raven Rogers. Winning time there, well, just outside 2 minutes after 57.1 first 400 metres. You get the impression there's 1 or 2 athletes out there with one eye on Doha and the training they need to be doing, whether it's at a training camp in warm weather or up in San Moritz, and maybe 1 or 2 tired legs out there, because you'd have expected that one to go quite some way under 2 minutes. There's not much breeze in the arena. It's not a warm night, but just again and again, she finds a way to win, which is Ajee Wilson. And she built up that lead there, and there were athletes behind her, Chris, who finished significantly faster than Nyondo and Rogers, but they were coming from too far back.
Yeah, she did all the hard work, didn't she, in the early stages of the race. She does it in the nicest possible way. She likes to bully a race. She likes to dictate the race on her own terms. Now, Nyondo, you're right, is finishing very quickly indeed, but by this time, the race has gone. Rogers as well, making it a USA 1-2. That's good for them. And of course, by Ajee Wilson winning, USA get an extra place at the World Championships in this event.
Well, all smiles there from Ajee Wilson. She looked really unstressed there, didn't she? Looked very calm indeed through that last 50. Not even checking around. I think she knew she'd done enough for that acceleration through the final 300 metres after a pretty quick first lap. I mean, nobody's going to come back with another 57. Not for this crop of women anyway.